Apparently, Jacinta Ngobese is more knowledgeable than the president when it comes to immigration issues. Well, that's what she seems to think, because President Cyril Ramaphosa was having a speech yesterday talking about immigration, and he said one of the most important things that when it comes to illegal immigration, checking people's IDs, you as a private citizen, you are not.
I think the president was properly briefed. I don't think he took time to go to Home Affairs, to go to the border, to find out the extent of the damage, because the issues that he's raising as solutions.
Hello guys, how are you all doing? Let's talk about Jacinta. Do you know after President Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa made a speech saying he's gonna tackle immigration issues, he will make sure all illegal foreigners are being deported back to their country, and also he has ordered South Africans to stop going about chasing or asking documents of foreigners living in South Africa. And guess what? Jacinta, the opposition party, Jacinta is like, she's like another president in South Africa. Whenever South African president says something, Jacinta is always saying is kicking against it. Whether is it because of the South Africans that are always coming out to support her or what, though, I don't know. But my own question is, why is this lady not in prison? Why is she not in prison? You think if it was white people that were actually ruling South Africa, do you think this Jacinta will ever come out to say, oh, black South Africans are being marginalized, black South Africans don't have jobs, we cannot go around checking documents? She cannot, because South Africans have always shown that they are scared of white people so much in their country. Even their own black person, they don't respect the people they respect so much, and they are even scared of other white people who are not even in power. Can you imagine? Like the video I just posted, you see how policemen were so scared of the white man challenging them. Guys, this is what South Africans have always been. South Africans don't care about the black skin. So if you are a black skin and you're still living in that country, please, you better leave. You see how they are disrespecting their president. The worst part is that their president, I don't know what to say. They have law enforcers, but they are only begging South Africa to respect the law. They are giving to South Africa more than they can chew. I'm telling you, because too much freedom too much freedom sometimes doesn't make sense. How can a president says don't go around checking documents? You say, oh, he lies. You say, you lie, I will do it. How dare you? How dare you? Anyway guys, if you're new on this channel, you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comment. Please take a look and watch this video.
Allowed to check people's IDs, and you are not allowed to arrest people when it comes to immigration, because only Home Affairs, the police, Border Patrol, those are the only departments that can actually check people's IDs and arrest those people, because those are the people that have expertise that can tell if an ID is forged or it's an illegal ID or anything like that. They even have scanners where they can scan a person's ID, so a private citizen cannot do that. But Jacinta Ngobese doesn't seem to think that, because she's saying that a private citizen can make a citizen's arrest, but there are limitations to citizens' arrest, and the limitation is when it comes to illegal immigration. Before I debunk what Jacinta Ngobese said, I need to quote her exactly on what she said, because on my side, I don't listen to this lady anymore, because when she speaks, it's either she's being disingenuous or she's straight up lying. But anyways, she's saying that, and I quote, "The government is trying to deal with the immigration issue without their people. And I can safely tell you, if they wanted to make sure that there's no violence, that the people are abiding by the laws when dealing with the immigration crisis, they should have formulated a plan that includes communities in getting rid of immigrants." And now here's the problem with what the president is saying. In Section 24 of the Immigration Act, in the Criminal Procedure Act, we are entitled to enforce citizens' arrest. The president cannot simply ignore and disown that. This is completely wrong. So I did a simple Google search. Can a private citizen actually do a citizen's arrest when it comes to a person if they're an illegal immigrant? And the results came out, and the results are saying no, it is not legal for a private citizen to conduct a citizen's arrest solely on the ground that someone is an undocumented immigrant or a legal foreigner in South Africa. So, Immigration Act limitations. According to the guidelines from the Scalabrini Center, only designated police officers or immigration officers from the Department of Home Affairs are legally permitted to determine immigration status, request identity documentation, or arrest and detain individuals suspected of being undocumented. So let's go to the part that Jacinta Ngobese is talking about, that they can actually do a citizen's arrest. She cited some sections 24 or whatever. So Criminal Procedure Act section 42 under South African Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977, private citizens may only effect an arrest without a warrant if a person commits or attempts to commit a serious Schedule 1 offense. For example, murder, rape, robbery, and some of these crimes. Being undocumented is an administrative violation of immigration. Only immigration can deal with undocumented people.
We are committed to honor
Things that Jacinta Ngobese says, yes, they are centered in the truth. Illegal immigration is a problem, but most of the time she lies. For example, she once lied and said in the Western Cape there are no European illegal immigrants, which is a lie. There are many of them. So if you don't know, she'll lie to you. And she also said that there are no African countries that were helping South Africa during apartheid. There are so many. One of them is Nigeria, because Nigeria even starved its own people to actually help the ANC government and fund the ANC government to actually fight apartheid. So if you're not knowledgeable, it's easy for Jacinta to lie to you. That's why for me it's very hard to listen to her, because I can hear the lies each and every day. So if you are not uneducated, if you are not that educated, it's easy for her to lie to you all the time. Not saying that what she stands for is not true, but most of the time she lies to actually push what she stands for, which is illegal immigration. It's basically a police officer. They know that you're a criminal, but they can't really prove it, so they end up lying, to actually prove that you're a criminal. They don't have the evidence, but they can lie and say that you did the crime so that they can actually arrest you. Maybe even plant evidence to make sure that you get arrested, or for the, charges to stick. That's what Jacinta is doing. She's using lies to actually push for, getting rid of illegal immigrants. So is it a good cause? Yes, a good cause. But hey, man, as I said, listening to her lie, man, is like cutting a loaf of bread with a butter knife. It's very painful.
I don't think.
Guys, you all have listened to what the lady said now. You listen to what the South Africans are saying. You see this particular guy reacting. He's not in support. That's in South Africa, but he doesn't support this nonsense South Africans are doing. Let me not say South Africans. Some South Africans are doing. He doesn't support things like that, because this is like to divide Africans. You see, this is to show you that when South Africa is doing well, they don't want others to benefit from them. But they were the ones, when they were suffering, they want Africans to feel their pain. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Your president will say something, President Tinubu will say something today, and one civilian will say, no, we disagree, we will see. How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, guys, are you new here? Please subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe, or don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to drop a comment. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Guys, see you. Bye.